Hey guys, it's Renee and I'm here to share a few design team projects with you for My Style Stamps. Tomorrow is the release date for the 3 new stamp sets and a ton of new embellishments. I have the stamp sets to share with you. So the first one is a 3x4 and it is Look at That. And it has some great words on here to use for your project life or pocket page album, and the 3x4 frame with the arrow. So that one is Look at That. And then Look at This is a 4x6 with more words, and they can be used together obviously, and you can change the words around. And this one has the 4x6 frame with the arrow pointed in the opposite direction. And then Dandelion Wishes, which is what I used for my design team projects that I'm going to share with you. You get the sentiments, let the wind carry you and wish big, and this girl, and she is a great size with her dandelion, and then a couple different size dandelion tops, the stem, and then one of the single, I don't know, seeds, I guess that's what they are. So I have 3 cards using this set that I'm going to share with you. And the first one I did it a while ago, so I don't have the colors that I used anymore. But I created this card with my distress markers, and this is some Strathmore watercolor paper. Whoops. I stamped her with my Tuxedo Black ink. No, that's wrong. I stamped her with this, the Ranger Archival ink in jet black, and colored her with my distress markers and water brush. And then on her dandelion I added some Studio G glitter glue just to give it a little bit of sparkle. And I stamped the sentiment down here, when words are not enough, know that I care. And it came from a stamp set, and I don't know the brand. I got it free with an order, and it didn't come with a packaging. So I put it on a, well, there's my colors, so I can tell you what I used. I put it on a pre-made cream-colored card base, and then the inside I stamped from the same stamp set, So Very Sorry for Your Loss, and added 3 of the dandelion seeds that I stamped in old paper, I believe, Distress ink, because I didn't want them to stand out. I just wanted them to just sort of be there faintly. So for the colors I used, I do my skin tone in the Antique Linen and Dried Marigold, and I believe her cheeks were done in Spun Sugar. Her shirt is the Tattered Rose, and then the pants are Faded Jeans. Her hair is Vintage Photo, and then underneath, or her shoe is Pumice Stone, and then underneath her, just to ground her, I used the old paper. So I love this image. She's so much fun to color. So for my next project, I just used the dandelions, and I did the sentiment, Let the Wind Carry You. I cut my paper, and then I used a corner chomper on the corners, but it was this one that does cloud and scallop. So I used the scallop edge, and I went around, I distressed the outside edges in Distress Ink Scattered Straw. And I stamped the stems in this Field Greens ink, or yeah, Field Greens, and it's just a darker, like olivey color. And then the actual dandelions were stamped in old paper because I didn't want them to really show up all that much. And then over them I used my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive and then added this Twinklet's Diamond Dust. So I used the full dandelion and sort of the side view. And then I just added some of the moonshine sequins, and I put that on a pre-made craft colored card base and just corner rounded the edges with my corner chomper at 1/2 inch. So I really like the detail in the corners. And then for my last one, oh, and I stamped the sentiment in the soft cantaloupe. So for my last card, I really am happy with how this one turned out. I cut my own card base for this one, just a white, and it's on 110-pound Coordinations cardstock from Joann's. And then I used paper from the Neapolitan stack, and it's that paper right there that had the little bit of an edge around it, and I just cut that off. I wanted it to be solid green. And then I picked some ink colors that were close to the green, as close as I could get with what I have, and it was the Green Hills. And then I also used the Pale Tomato. So I first put my green paper down, and then I lined up my white cardstock just so I could get this angle and cut the edges off. And then I started stamping the dandelions, the large one and the small one, just randomly over the paper, and I wanted to go off the edge just to give it like its own my own pattern paper look. And I stamped the sentiment Let the Wind Carry You again in the same ink, and added the dandelion seeds up here in pink. So then down in, well, after I did all that, I put that on some foam tape, and I just used the roll so I could just run pieces and save my foam squares. And then I added down here, these are homemade enamel dots from the Perler beads, and I did the white, green, and then the pink one is 2 beads that are melted together just to make it a little bigger. And then I just left the inside blank to add something on it later when I use it, if I use it. So those are my 3 projects using the Dandelion Wishes stamp set. It will be available tomorrow on the website at mystylestamps.com, and she is a lot of fun to color. I think I'm going to use her right now. So definitely go check it out, and check out all the other new embellishments and stamp sets and everything else that is there available for you. So that is it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.